Hey there, guys. Welcome to the reading, the Holly Jolly reading in between winter solstice and Christmas Day. And today we're going to be talking about a few things in between the readings that I give complimentary today, as scheduled. And that is long distance energy vampires and how they can steal, or if they are stealing your energy. There is a personal reason why I wanted to discuss this particular topic based on a most recent experience with this situation. And what's funny is a lot of changes took place with people in my life, and also reflection of changes from a mundane and also a magical standpoint that occurred on the last full moon, and then kind of move forward or take a step forward that way on the day of the winter solstice. So this was kind of interesting for me because I never had this type of situation before, nor have I ever encountered anything that has been, or I should say, not has been, but is or has been discovered that was happening from a long distance, outside of your home, outside of your personal or professional life. It's quite interesting how this all took place, but it's something that I've come to believe that is possible at this point. So let's talk about that as well. So if anyone wants a reading, please, by all means, go ahead and type your question in the chat, and I'll be more than happy to help you with a complimentary reading. In addition to that, we'll just go ahead and discuss the energy thieves or energy vampires, whatever you like to call them, in addition to that, just so we don't have anything in the background or anything during the video that seems kind of plain or out of the ordinary, or simply boring, which I'm learning not to do that at this point. So let's do a reading first of all based on talking about long distance energy vampires and see what the tarot thinks of that, or thinks of that idea or concept. So what I'm going to do first is ask the tarot silently about the situation. As I'm shuffling away here, which I'm losing my cards. Okay. I think that's shuffling good enough. And I cut this in half. And here we go. Okay, so my reading for myself based on my question of what the tarot thinks and what my current status is based on long distance energy vampires or energy thieves. I really feel that it's probably true and done and over with as of right now. Now, the card that dropped out of my deck while I was shuffling was the Empress. And of course, that would suggest someone who thinks very highly of themselves, or as an authoritative figure is not necessarily an authoritative figure, but it could be someone that thinks of themselves as an authoritative figure in business, in personal life, or even a sense of magic. So, thinking about that card, that would actually be in direct relation to this question of whom I might be thinking of, um, or who has been doing this, I should say, to me personally. But I am a true empath, most definitely. So I do feel a lot of things. I do have a lot of energy from myself and from others. So there is a great opportunity for people to steal my energy because there is quite a bit of it, which is the reason why I pulled these cards as well. Now, this isn't the deck that I use for me personally. This is the deck that I use for everybody online, such as live reading, so on and so forth. But I just wanted to see what these cards would tell me outside of my regular cards. So we have the King of Pentacles, which is someone that seems to be very financially stable. And also we have the Six of Wands, which shows that there is a bunch of people in celebration or in support of or supporting somebody that is on a horse, such as somebody of higher authority. There's been a recent victory, so on and so forth. Then we have the Hermit. The Hermit is a card that you want to be aware of because even though a hermit, what most people think, especially in society these days, is that it's someone who stands away from the norms of society. They kind of cater more or less only to themselves. They're more introverted, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But they're very knowledgeable. They're very intelligent. They have a lot of information within themselves as far as this card is concerned. So moving on to the Five of Swords, this is an action card, and the action is basically, it looks like somebody has just won a fight, or there is a separation after a battle, which I would assume based on the people in the background on this card. It looks like there's definitely a good feeling about this for the individual who has moved on, or the individual who's moving forward without the others, which is also a reference to the situation, believe it or not. There's the Queen of Pentacles, which again is usually somebody who is financially well off and knows how to manage money and other material things. But what's the best thing about this is the Sun card. The Sun is just the one of the cards of the deck that really can't mean negative things, whether it is upright, excuse me, whew, or reverse. So that's the good thing about this card. So what this reading is telling me is based off the situation and what we were going to discuss, which is long distance energy vampires. This situation has been remedied or has been resolved. So there is a very good outcome within this situation, but I really strongly feel, based on my own reading for my own situation, that everything seems to be in working order and has happened the way that it was supposed to. So that's definitely a good thing. And we're just waiting for people to come in to ask for a reading at this point. Let me just type in there really fast. Question when ready. There we go. Okay, now with my readings in particular here on YouTube, in order to participate, you have to be a member or follow my channel in order to participate. And the reason for that is because there are a lot of people who like to just pop in, ask a reading, pop out, and you never see them again. Well, what I'm trying to do is establish a community here where people can feel comfortable coming to me either on a weekly basis, which I do on Facebook Live, which you also have to be a member of my page in order to participate in readings. If people want to sit here and watch what's going on, that's great. They're more than welcome to. But I'm really looking toward the idea of bringing people together and creating this community, not only for people looking for readings, but other, excuse me, my goodness, but other tarot readers as well who are looking to kind of branch out their own communication, their own touch base of their clients, so on and so forth. So I'm really looking for an overall community that I can create a following for here on YouTube and Facebook, obviously. But yeah, if you missed that last part, I do go live on Facebook every Monday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So, and again, it is Spirit of Twilight, which is the page on Facebook. And just like here on YouTube, you have to be a member or subscribe to the page in order to participate in the readings, get a reading. But you are more than happy, or you're more than welcome, rather, to just come and watch if you'd rather watch and not get an actual reading itself. So it's been about 12 minutes so far. And I'm still waiting for people. I'm going to post really quick on other social media to let others know that I'm live. And maybe we can get some people in here for some readings. Let's see. So I'm going to go quiet for a few minutes. Let's see. Oh, I gained another subscriber. Woohoo! Yay! Okay. Okay, we got Twitter. Let's get one on Facebook. Which I do this also before I pop in and start, but I haven't done anything today. Okay. All right, there we go. So I've got people aware of or reminded of this session on YouTube, on Twitter, and Facebook. So let's go ahead and talk about this long distance energy vampires. Now, I believe, and I've researched this a little bit. I found some information, but um, I believe that when you're on social media and you make friends on social media and you give your all to support someone or people or a group or what have you with your own personal energy, your positive energy, your good thoughts, so on and so forth. At this point in time, after experience, I believe that these people, if they are indeed an energy vampire, especially towards people like me, who's an empath, can physically steal your energy from a long distance. And the reason being is because you invited them in. You look at them as a person of trust, as a friend, um, maybe even as an apprentice, as so to speak, as someone that you would follow on social media, someone that you would watch the videos on YouTube. But in the long run, you come to find out that you feel like you have a huge dark cloud hanging over you, and you don't feel like yourself. You feel angry, you feel depressed, you feel anxious, you feel um, not so great, really. Just you don't feel like you normally would, and it seems to be going on for a while. Some cases since you met this person, some cases or when you met these people or group of people or what have you. Um, at that point, there could be a problem with one of the people that you got to know or think you got to know online. So, what I'm getting at with this truly is the trust in the people that you meet on social media. Are they worthy of your time, your energy, things, if you send them something to be nice, what have you, um, that sort of thing. And it's really boggles my mind that someone would think or accuse you, like a narcissist, of not agreeing with them anymore. The minute that you have a change of tune or a change of an idea or perception of something and you express it, or if you agree with someone either partially or entirely about something on social media, and that group or specific individual or individuals will pretty much attack you on social media. And that's something that really bothers me. And it actually happened to me. But the thing is, with this type of situation, and the reason why I said that I feel that it's true people can do this is because what I mentioned earlier, once this person really made it publicly known on social media, says, I'm done with you, when you can't even have or be given the time to explain anything, or they didn't contact you directly by the way of a personal messenger on social media or text message or email or anything. They just simply made the assumption that this is the way it is. You're going to be removed. This friendship is done. Goodbye. Okay. Well, that's all fine and good. The only thing is within your own standpoint from an empath, you feel that and you feel horrible about it, even if it is someone who is a narcissist, and they are taking advantage of the situation. So you do feel this way to make themselves feel better. Now, looking at that as empathetic as I am, I did go ahead and sent them a message on a different social media platform where I was not blocked. And I said, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry you feel this way. That's not the way it's supposed to be, so on and so forth. And they turn around and say, you know, why why do I feel this way, or I shouldn't feel this way because of what you said or did, or blah 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 blah. But obviously you do. So it's not the right thing to do, whatever you did or whatever you said. Again, if the situation is not remedied or understood based on complete and full understanding, there is no sense in moving forward, because you are dealing really with a narcissist, and you're dealing with someone who probably steals energy from you and steals energy from other people and likes to make them feel bad. Great. Yay. Congratulations to them. For me, getting those words out just to that person, even without rectifying and trying to correct the situation, because everything that they assumed was incorrect. There are things that they were referencing to that I have never seen. And happy boy voyage. It's great. Leave if that's what you want to do. It is what it is. See you later. I'm okay with that. I really am. What's interesting is, though, I personally got closure for that situation, which made me feel better as an empath. And I also made them aware of, hey, I know that you like to dramatize a lot on social media, but other people have their own problems too, including me. But I don't distribute every single emotion that I feel on social media for the heck of it. It's not right. You shouldn't do that, even though most people do. Anyway, to make a long story short, that closed, and then I started to feel extreme darkness around me, crying and feeling miserable about me and the situation, and so on and so forth, for a couple days. And then the full moon came into play. And the full moon is a very powerful energy. I don't know if you believe in that sort of thing or not, but to me it is. It always has been. And the full moon, I released those feelings on the night of the full moon, and I consulted with some spirits or deities that I work with, and that ended it, because the next morning I felt better. Not 100% better, but I had asked help, or for help, from other beings that I tend to work with every now and then and appreciate them very much so. Or spirits, if you would. The situation was still lingering a little bit. It wasn't fully gone. Everything wasn't clear. I wasn't feeling like myself yet. Then came the winter solstice 2 days ago, or yesterday rather. Today's the 22nd when I'm recording this, of December 2021. But the winter solstice came, and the Mercury retrograde came back into play, and I felt 100% like myself. I felt like there was a weight lifted off my shoulders. I was thinking clearly. I was able to do things as I normally do them, because recently I stopped exercising. I stopped caring for my body as much as I used to, and I'm now back into it. So things have done a 180 for me. So as of today, I feel really, really good. But that leads me to the discussion of long distance energy vampires, I believe from personal experience that they're real. People can do this. It doesn't have to be someone in your household. It doesn't have to be someone who is at your job. It's someone very real who can do this to you knowingly or unknowingly. Again, you can do this, people do this unknowingly, but you can feel that stress. So maybe I should have made this into a regular video where you see me speaking because nobody came in for a reading yet. That's what I get for doing it on a Wednesday afternoon before Christmas. But anywho, that's the reason why I believe that yes, this can happen. And yes, it has happened to me. So with that being said, if you feel like that you had a similar or same situation as to what I did, please comment and let me know. Because it's not very well documented on the internet or in any books, and I've read many books about the topic. It's not documented really anywhere about long distance energy vampires. Only energy vampires that exist currently in your life physically, such as a spouse, a child, a family member, a coworker, a boss, maybe even a friend or someone you consider a friend or an acquaintance. So yeah, it shocked me that this could actually happen, but I feel 100%. So after, again, the winter solstice, the full moon, asking my deities and spirits for support, all of this has gone away. And there was no magic in the process. I only asked for assistance. So it's really interesting when you call out to the universe or you pray, whichever you believe. And to me, calling out to the universe is just like praying. When I lay down to go to sleep every night, I call it a thanking ritual, but it's really not a ritual. It's basically a prayer. So to me, it's the same thing when you just speak out and say what you're going to say, so on and so forth. So that's all I did, and everything turned out extremely well. I believe any negative energy that's pointed at me is going to be justified and sent back to them, which I have nothing to do with. I didn't even ask for it. But yeah, everything is good and well. All right, at this point, it's been almost 30 minutes on this live stream. So I'm going to go ahead and just stop it. I'm not going to continue. Apparently, I mean, it's the week of Christmas. Christmas is this upcoming Saturday. And unfortunately, I don't think that many people are available as I had anticipated. I thought more people would be on vacation from today throughout the weekend or taking an extended weekend. But anywho, thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions or concerns about tarot readings, about anything that we discussed today, such as energy vampires or long distance energy vampires, or if you personally have felt that you were attacked this way, shape, or form, please leave a comment below. And of course, let me know what you'd like to see in the future with regular videos too, because I'd be more than happy to produce more videos here on YouTube. And again, if you want to join me every Monday between 7 and 8 p.m. on Facebook, I do go live Eastern time. Again, that's every Monday from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you all do well. Take care. Enjoy your holiday. Whatever you do celebrate it very well. And have a great new year. Take care. Bye.